Hi guys, welcome to the second session of the class. Um, and this session would be talking about domain and hosting. So basically, what is domain and hosting? Why do you need it? Um, how do you get your domain and hosting? How do you access your cPanel? Those are the things that we'll be talking about in this session. So like I said in the first session, WordPress is a totally free tool. You don't need to pay for WordPress, although it's that um, um, it's that beautiful and awesome. You really don't need to pay for WordPress. However, you still need to buy a domain name. A domain name is something like an example.com. So looking at, let's close these other tabs. So an example of a domain name now is this wordpress.org. That's an example of a domain name. So another one is facebook.com. We all know Facebook. I'm sure you guys know Facebook. So facebook.com is another one. So this is an example of a domain name. Now that's more like the phone number of of the internet, like that's your phone number of the internet. So if you buy your own domain, you basically are giving yourself like a phone number. You know how people can actually reach you. Let me close this download here. You know how people can actually reach you um on your cell phone. Um that's how it is with domain names. When you have a domain name, people can reach you on the internet. Yeah. So basically, in this class, I'll be showing you how to do all that. Okay. Now I will be teaching you how to install WordPress locally. Now, what do I mean here? If you want to use WordPress, okay, let me start first with the definition of hosting so that it doesn't confuse you. So basically, you know what domain name is now, right? Now, but what is hosting? Hosting is more like the phone. You know how the your SIM card or your mobile number needs a phone to function, right? You can't call someone that has removed their SIM card from their phone. The call simply wouldn't go through, right? So that's the same way hosting is too for um, domain names. um, a domain name without hosting would never go through because you need more like a space on the internet where your files are stored. Okay, for example, let me share this with you now. On this page now, okay, I all these things are like pieces of code, right? All these things are codes. Like this is more like, this could be like a p. Okay, this is like an image. Yeah, I think this is an image. Yes, save images. So this is an image. If this image wasn't stored somewhere on the internet, there is no way you would be have been able to access it. It's because this image is stored somewhere in some server. I don't know where. That's why you can actually access this. That's the same way too about your hosting. You need to get hosting because whatever files that you're going to be working with, whether be it code, because this is not an image. This one here is not an image. It's just um, a it's just basically HTML code. So, but we won't be writing that. You get me? So, all these things they have to be stored somewhere to be accessed. They all have to be stored somewhere to be accessed. That's why you need to get hosting. Now, there's an alternative of building websites on the server. You can also build websites using your laptop. All right, you can also build websites using your laptop. That's like or your mobile phone, although we wouldn't be getting into that. But yes, it's possible. I code with my mobile phone too, but you wouldn't want that stress. Yes, but yes, it's possible. um the reason why you want to I want to show you exactly how you do it with a proper hosting and stuff, and not locally on your device, is that one, it saves you time. Number two, well, a lot of times when you be working with clients, I'm not saying you would never use it. There are lots of cases you might need it, and stuff like that. But basically, for your level, for you as a beginner, I would not really want to confuse you with the whole setting up locally, because let me tell you, like, let me be frank with you, it's kind of complex really to set up locally if you are not careful. Even me, and how long I've been using WordPress, I still need to, like I told you, go somewhere and still check how to, do all that. Don't mind me. I'm just joking. But basically, that's why I want to make it like straight up for you, so that you get it easier without any confusion at all. So now that we've talked about the definition, what they are about, like I explained to how I wouldn't be teaching you how to install locally on your device. I'll be teaching you basically how to get it directly online. And how do you get your domain and hosting basically? So let's close these tabs up. How do you get your domain and hosting? You get your domain and hosting from Namecheap. I recommend these guys anytime, anywhere. Let me clean this. Just namecheap.com. That's like the best. That's the best. That's absolutely the best. The support is fantastic. The prices are fantastic. Like you literally can reach out to their support anytime, and in under 15 seconds they answer you. That's just basically how beautiful working with Namecheap is. Like I've not worked with any other. Okay, yes, I've seen a lot of other, you know, really shitty hosting and shitty domain, providers and stuff, registrars. Sorry, but the thing is, I've not just seen anyone that compares to Namecheap. Some, I wouldn't be mentioning the names, are just overpriced bullshit. Basically, you really do not want to um um you don't want to go anywhere else, because I'm serious. You would find working with Namecheap like really really cool. Namecheap is like really really cool. Yeah. So basically now I'm already logged into my dashboard, but I wouldn't be going that route because I want to show you how to get your own domain and hosting up. So basically, I would be advising that you go for your shared hosting. Let's open this in a new tab. I would be advising that you go for shared hosting. That's like the easiest plan. That's like, I think, the cheapest to start with, and it's really cool. You could start with this one, $1.58 per month, and you pay this per year. So it allows you 20 gig of SSD, so you can upload your files up to 20 gig. It allows you to host 3 websites. I'll be showing you how to host more than one website on your domain, on your server, yeah. And it would give you a free domain. So let's see. So you see, it's giving us a .fun, .host, .online, .sites, .press. These are like free domain name. So you could get a my website.fun. You see, that's like a TLD. A TLD is like a dot. Like, so a .com is a TLD, a .website is a TLD, a .co is a TLD, a .org is a TLD. Those are like TLDs. You get, so basically they're giving you these ones for free just by buying this plan alone. So you can basically start off with this plan, and not buy a domain name. Actually, you might start up with, you could start up with them and not buy a domain name. Just pick up any of these free ones that they've given to you, and you go with it. It's also the same with this one too. This is another one, Stellar Plus. It's a little bit more, a little more expensive, but it's really really affordable. Looking at the value you get from it, it's unmetered. That means you can upload unlimited stuff. Although there is a limit, because I've read in a few places where they wouldn't want their users, abusing the fact that they can actually like upload as much as they want to. Unlimited websites too, so you can build as much websites as you want to on this one. But then the thing is that there is a limit. Basically, you can build unlimited websites, yes, fine, but then there is something called, I wouldn't want to confuse you with the whole technical term, but there is something called nodes. Those are like the number of folders or files on a particular location. That's what it's called. It's called nodes. So let's say, for example, you have a folder and you have a folder in that folder. Basically, you have two nodes because that folder and the one inside are two, right? If you have a folder and you have two items inside that folder, it's the folder plus the two items inside. That's three. I hope I'm not confusing you right now. So if you have five folders, that's five nodes. If you have five folders with five things inside them, that's five plus five. I hope you don't really like soccer math to understand this. So it's just five plus five, that's 10. So basically, there is a limit of 300,000 nodes. So those are like the number of files that they allow you, you know, and stuff like that. So basically, that's how it works. So this also comes with an auto backup feature and a free domain, just like the Stellar. And there is a Stellar business too that we wouldn't be getting to because of time. Basically, you could get started with this. I'm just showing you how to get your um your domain name and hosting, how to purchase them. So you can basically get started, and it's you could pick a new domain name, new purchase. They give you a free, what is it called? A free um TLD. That's a top level domain. Yeah, that's the meaning. Sorry, I didn't talk about that. So basically, let's search for a new one. WP is fun, or WP is .fun. Let's see if this one. You see that we can get a .fun. And unfortunately, a .fun is taken. Wow, this is so sad. And this would have been a very cool domain. But actually, yes, it was taken because it was actually taken by me. I bought this domain, like I bought this domain when purchasing a new, hosting plan for this class. So I purchased one with Namecheap, and I was able to let me check the dashboard. I just opened the dashboard now. So basically, this is it. I bought the domain name and a hosting. You see, this Stellar Plus is actually like the hosting I bought. I bought the one in the middle, the and stuff. This is the domain name wpisfun.com. I said I'm used to a .com, don't mind me, but I just saw this and I really love the domain. I fell in love with the domain name, so I felt, wow, isn't it cool to have a website that says WP is fun and stuff, and it will just do WordPress related stuff, and show people how easy it is or how beautiful it is to build with WordPress and stuff. So basically, that's the idea of the whole thing. And this is a positive SSL. Basically, what Namecheap does is that they give you 50 free SSL certificates. So when you see an SSL certificate, this is it. This padlock here, you see, it says your connection is secure. So for your information, for example, password or credit card numbers is private when sent to this site. That's why you need to have SSL installed. I see a lot of websites that don't have SSL. It not only affects you on search engines, it's not just good for you, because people might trust you less, judging by the fact that you just don't have that there. I wouldn't want to open sites that don't have SSL installed. I wouldn't want to, but I'm sure you must have come across one or two of them. You know, like I'm sure you must have come across one or two of them. So basically, this is how to get your. Let's just pick something else. Let's pick WP as host. So you pick this. It says, you see it gave us this tick here. That means it's available. Then we can connect to hosting. When we connect to hosting, um, you see we can now finally add to cart. You see, everything is set now. The domain name, we've already checked, we've already purchased the shared hosting, so everything is set now to add to cart. So I'll add that to cart now, and my total is $18.62. Wow, beautiful. So with $18, which is very, very, very cool. It's very cheap compared to other ones. And the beautiful thing too about Namecheap is how much value they give you for less price. So it's really cool because with this, I'm sure like a lot of I know other top websites that I wouldn't be mentioning again that would charge you like $50 or $60 for this same service and still deliver you shitty services, like no cap, like shitty services for this, for you know this same amount, like for this same plan and stuff. So basically that's how that's how easy it is. So if you confirm order here, they take you to another page to fill in your card details and stuff like that. Don't worry about Namecheap. Namecheap is like really secure, so you don't have to worry about that. And one more thing before we leave this place: chat with a live person. It's just here in your dashboard. I'm sure you find it on your homepage too. Or every page actually. I'm sure you should find it on. Let's check the homepage to see if you would find that in the homepage. You see, chat with a live person. This is actually one of the things I really, really love about Namecheap. How very responsive their customer care service is. Very, very responsive, like their live chat supports. So if you click here, it takes you to a page where you know, um, tell Namecheap what you want. You see your question, you type that here, you pick a department. There are like several departments. Let's say you want to, you have issues with your SSL certificate. You wouldn't be writing or sending to domains. You want to write to SSL support. So basically, put your, okay, by the way, this is my, why are you showing me James Emmanuel? My name is James Ma, please. Hi, way, my name is James Emmanuel actually. Emmanuel is my surname, but James Ma is like a nick. So I just like the, James Ma, Jack Ma, I really love that guy. So it's all good. So it's not because of Jack Ma though. I just really like the name Ma. I like the flow, James Ma, like the flow. So basically, that's just about it. When you fill this in and stuff like this, start chat, and when you start chat, it takes you there. I wouldn't want to disturb them at this moment because they will definitely like reach out to me. They will definitely like answer immediately. So let's close this and close this and now work with this. So I've shown you how to get your domain and hosting up. Yeah, so basically this, I would show you how to access your cPanel. Now, your cPanel basically is different from your WordPress dashboard. Your WordPress cPanel is more like the main part that controls your website. Okay, for example, you know how I explained to you that on a hosting account, you can actually have you can host more than one website. You can host like three, like I showed you here in this um let's go back there. Hosting, shared hosting. There were like three plans, and one of them said you could host three websites. This one said you could host unlimited websites and unlimited websites. You know, so how do you host more than one website? Now if for you to have a WordPress dashboard, that means there is one website installed. So that dashboard is just for that one website. But now this cPanel is quite different because this cPanel is for the hosting itself. It's like the main dashboard for all your other websites. I don't know if you understand. It's the main. Hey, let me just remove this from here before um, I make any I make any stupid purchases I wouldn't want to make now. Because yes, it's possible to save your card details and still pay with Namecheap. Although you could save it. You could also remove it if you don't want to save your card details on Namecheap. You could also get it out. You can do that with profile, and when you get to your profile, you can also get to, oh wow, you can also get to billing or stuff like that. I think billing. So I wouldn't want to show you guys my, So basically, that's how straightforward it is. Um So basically, let's. I hope I've removed that already. Yeah. So let's now access the cPanel. I hope my explanation was good. The WordPress dashboard is basically the dashboard for one website, but this cPanel is for the other website, like the main hosting. So like my hosting plan here on Namecheap. Now there are two ways to actually access your dashboard. Namecheap, or let's say three ways. Now you know I already have WP is fun, right? So let's copy this and paste it. So I'm showing you the first way. The first way is this slash cpanel. When I type this, it redirects me to the cPanel login. You see, this is the cPanel login basically. Beautiful, easy, straightforward, no stress and stuff. Number two way to get to your hosting is by clicking here, go to cPanel. But this one wouldn't ask for a login. You know, this one is coming from the Namecheap account, so you can actually like go directly into your cPanel without basically asking you for your login details and stuff. That's that's just it. That's just it. So here, those are like the two ways. The third way is this one here, premium 79 this.com. So let's say you already have, you prefer going this route. You just type PREM, and you just go down and click on this. It still takes you to the same hosting. Now, the one thing though, you don't set your password for this cPanel. It is sent to you. So basically, when you create your Namecheap account, when you do all that stuff, Namecheap actually sends you details of your cPanel login. So basically, they send you the username and they also send you the password. So that's just it. Basically, they send you the username, they send you the password. So when I log in now, it's still going to take me to the same, see this cPanel. Those are like three ways to get to log into your Namecheap account. So that being said, let's move on to the um, next chapter, basically, because next chapter would talk about how you navigate your cPanel, how you know install WordPress basically, and that's the next chapter, installing WordPress. So I take you through how to you know get one or two things working here. You really don't need all these things though. Don't let this confuse you. You really do not need all these things. You don't need to understand all of them. You just need a few things here that I would be talking to you about. So I would see you in the next class.